Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome to another thrilling episode of Bill's Model Bench. And today we have Model Cars and Coffee, hosted by Paul over at the Coast Model Car Builds. And let's see, got a lot to cover today, guys. Got a couple of shop card shout outs today. Let's see, I got one from Donnie Griffith. Donnie, thanks for all the kind words and everything, and be sure to check out his channel and everything. He's got some awesome builds going on and everything, and I'll be honest, I was never a fan of the 55 Chevy hardtop, but I gotta admit, that was really nice. You know, did a really nice job on that one. Okay, and I have another one. Okay, from Chris, over to Chris's House of Plastic. Chris, thank you for all the kind words and everything, and just like Donnie, Chris has got some awesome things going on and everything, and both these guys are really cool guys and everything, and Donnie, I don't think you're a grumpy old man, to be honest. But anyway, you know, go and check them out. And I was watching the intake this morning, Mike over at the intake, and he's talking about this one channel, and I went and checked it out and everything, and I think you guys should too and everything. Okay, and it is Dave's Model Car Shop, and I gave him a sub and everything, and he's got some cool stuff. Kind of builds a little bit like me and everything. So anyway, guys, check him out. Okay, there's a lot of talent out there, and they could all use your support. Speaking of support and prayers, let's see, my thoughts and prayers are going out to Glenn over at Glenn's Models. I know he's going through a tough time and everything, and with the loss of his brother, and Mark over at the Mediocre Modeler. He's having some issues with his sister and her health, and you know, our prayers are with both of you, and if you can, you know, drop them a line and let them know you're thinking about them, and try to give them some encouragement. Okay, folks. Well, so anyway, as you can see, James is laying down on the job. Okay, so as I've told you, I'm stubborn. I won't let things defeat me. And let's see. And I stripped the paint off the Pinto. And I use my go-to ET off oven cleaner. If they want to give me some money for that, that'd be awesome. Anyway, it did a decent job. This is an old can, and normally just sprays out foams, stuff like that, covers and everything. But this just came out in a stream, and I managed to get most of the body covered, and I wasn't able to get the rest of it. But I threw the rest of it in some of Wesley's bleach white that's used for cleaning white wheel tires, and it's great for cleaning resin bodies also in some cases. But anyway, let's see. What else was I thinking? Anyway, I got that done. Okay, so one day this week, I'll prime it and have at it again. So I managed to get the 351 to fit into the frame, and most of you are familiar with this Mustang 2 firefighter kit. Know that there's like what should I say, like a big hole along the frame rails. And I'm noticing some of the Mobius and some of the newer kits also, even some of the AMTs. Why they do that, I do not know. But anyway, I went in and I used baking soda. Just sprinkled a little bit in, you know, wiped off the excess, and then what I used was the Extreme Power Thin. Just, you know, put a few drops in and everything, and the thin seemed like it goes through and absorbs a lot better than the thick. Be sure you're using a well ventilated area, and it dries quickly, and I say we use a fingernail file to smooth it out a little bit. Still probably needs a little bit more. Let's see, I did okay, hogged it out a little bit with my Dremel to have a little clearance for the headers. But if I use this, I'm going to lose the stance, which I really liked on the Pinto. So I'm thinking about using making some kind of bracing. Okay, and I did have to thin a few things to get the headers to clear. I did heat them a little bit, and I'll probably I might put a little bit of plastic on the ice outside to thicken it up a little bit. But this is just to kind of show you it can be done. So it doesn't look too bad on the other side. But it's workable. And with the bracing I'm going to put on, it should be fine. Okay. And let's see what else I want. You know, it's front and center. I have a new coffee mug. And let's see, I have a dog. And she's kind of like a Walker Beagle mix. Wife adopted her about 2 years ago. And she's probably about 9 years old now. And she's a good dog. Barks a little bit too much for my liking. But other than that, she's great, you know. And anyway, let's see. We've been getting the house painted. And let's see. Yesterday morning I went to let her out. I didn't know if I was in the backyard. And, you know, she runs out, she started barking and everything. And I looked, and I didn't know they were back there, but there were 3 painters back there. And she's chasing after them. And that was foldable ladders. They had it up like this and everything. And anyway, 2 of them runs up this ladder. And there's the side and everything, you know. And he's got a board with him and stuff like that, you know, kind of raises up and everything. I said, "Don't hit my dog." You know? Anyway, I kind of got between him and the dog and everything, and I kind of got her away, and I turned around. Next thing I know, he's up on all that ladder too, and they all look scared to death. Oh, that was hilarious. I about died laughing and everything. They probably didn't think it was funny. They was probably scared, but you know, when we first got her, she'd caught a possum and brought it to us, and I told her boss later on, said, "Yeah, I knew that she could tree a possum, but I had no idea she could tree a painter." Maybe you had to be there, but anyway, I thought it was funny. So anyway, let's see. I'll have to work probably 2 or 3 days this week, finish up my paperwork, and I'll be done. So hopefully I'm going to have a lot more time to finish up some bills and everything. I know I've been kind of slow and everything and had some setbacks, but you know, I hope to, you know, be more productive, guys, and give you something worth watching. And anyway, let's see. Like I say, keep everybody in your prayers. And let's see. If you like this kind of stuff, be sure to like, share with your buddies, tell them about me and everything, and subscribe, you know, and leave comments. I love reading those comments, and everyone I see, I respond to. And anyway, fellas, I hope you get to spend some time with your family today. I know I got a birthday party to go to for my 6-year-old grandson, so that should be fun. And let's see, be sure to spend some time with your workbench. And most of all, God bless you.